The Royal Rumble 2023, arguably the most highly anticipated pay-per-view on the WWE calendar alongside Wrestlemania. The occasion was massive for all superstars involved who were looking to book their spot at Wrestlemania against the Universal Champion Roman Reigns. With so many big names in the event, it was hard to predict who would come out on top. Actually, it was pretty predictable. But that's besides the point. This year's Men's Rumble match was a solid performance from all those involved and created many special moments for everyone watching at home. We saw some impressive performances from the likes of Sheamus and Gunther, and less so from Karrion Kross and Kofi Kingston, but we'll get into that during the video. The match started with Gunther and Sheamus, two rivals that have been battling it out for months now, so we were due to have a slugfest right from the start. More superstars started to pile in, such as The Miz, New Day and Johnny Gargano, with The Miz being the first one to be eliminated by Sheamus. Karrion Kross was next to enter the fray, looking to avenge his loss against Rey Mysterio on Friday night. However, proved to be unsuccessful when he was eliminated by former foe Drew McIntyre. Gunther then threw the New Day over the top rope, with Kofi attempting to save himself with a chair, however proving to be unsuccessful, now for the second year in a row, failing to save himself in the Rumble match. Brock Lesnar entered at number 12. Last year's winner looked promising from the start, eliminating the likes of Chad Gable, Angelo Dawkins and Santos Escobar. Lesnar was raging on the outside of the ring and took out his frustrations on the announcer table and Baron Corbin. The almighty Bobby Lashley was later eliminated by rival Seth Rollins. Rey Mysterio was allegedly injured by Dominic Mysterio before the match, therefore could not enter. Dominic Mysterio wore Rey's mask to the ring, adding insult to injury. We saw the return of Hall of Famer Booker T, who was seen in a WWE ring for the first time since 2012. The 57-year-old held his own amongst the superstars in the ring and was able to entertain the crowd with a spinneroonie before being eliminated by Intercontinental Champion Gunther. The Judgment Day eventually all met in the ring and made an immediate impact by eliminating the likes of Johnny Gargano and Montez Ford before being haunted by the ghost of Edge, who returned for the first time since Extreme Rules. However, that wasn't enough, as the trio all teamed up with Dominic to eliminate the Rated R superstar. The battle carried on outside of the ring, where we saw the return of Beth Phoenix, who speared Rhea Ripley, before Adam Pearce and co separated the brawl. We saw a familiar face-off between two behemoths in Braun Strowman and the Giant Omos, where Strowman went on to eliminate the 7'3" Giant from the ring. Gunther eliminated Sheamus and McIntyre to put a final nail in the coffin to the rivalry between them. We got a surprise return from Ding Doink enthusiast Logan Paul, who returned to the ring for the first time since his injury at Crown Jewel against the champion Roman Reigns. Paul was immediately battered by the superstars inside the ring. Maybe they'd invested in CryptoZoo and weren't too happy with him. Nevertheless, the controversial internet sensation delivered a stellar performance, landing a buckshot lariat and a cool across-the-ring crossbody with Ricochet. Cody Rhodes shockingly returned to the Royal Rumble after being out since Hell in a Cell, where he beat Seth Rollins. The two revisited their rivalry briefly before Rollins was eliminated in the match by Logan Paul. Cody eliminated Paul with a crossroads and was now toe-to-toe with Intercontinental Champion Gunther. After a grueling battle between the two, Cody eventually got the better of Gunther, who broke Rey Mysterio's 62-minute record in the Rumble in 2006 by staying in this year's match for a combined total of 71 minutes. The match was a great success. However, in this industry, there is always something to complain about, and I have one or two. First being that Karrion Kross was eliminated pretty swiftly by Drew McIntyre. I felt that this Rumble was a chance for Kross to shine after a dire rivalry with Rey Mysterio. Kross's character has been stunted since his loss to Drew McIntyre at the Crown Jewel earlier this year. Kross looked promising upon his return, indicating that he would be challenging Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal Championship. However, after suffering losses to both McIntyre and Rey Mysterio, things are looking bleak for the former NXT champion. Kofi Kingston botched his Royal Rumble save for a second consecutive year. The former WWE champion was eliminated by Gunther. When Kingston was thrown out, he tried to keep his feet on the chair, however was unsuccessful in doing so. The veteran has not been able to replicate his moves of the past, indicating that he should maybe pass the torch to more able superstars such as Ricochet or say Johnny Gargano. Maybe modifying his moveset would be better for Kofi and leave the high risk spectacular moves to the other superstars. Brock Lesnar was eliminated within 3 minutes by Bobby Lashley, which was great for everyone involved. What we normally see from Brock in these sort of matches is him storming in, battering everyone and throwing a load of notable superstars over the top rope, diminishing their value as a wrestler. Thankfully, Brock didn't eliminate anyone of value during the match, so not much harm was done. It was great shock value to have him eliminated so early on after dominating the Rumble in recent years. He wasn't expected to win the Rumble, however watching Lashley eliminate him with ease was a joy to watch, and it perfectly sets up their match for Wrestlemania. Montez Ford was eliminated early on by Judgment Day after entering the ring, which I found to be quite surprising. With Ford coming into the ring after the elimination of his partner Dawkins, I expected him to put on a show and really prove to us that he was a great star by himself. There were rumours of him pursuing a singles run in the summer, however he later played down these rumours and said that he wasn't ready for the move, which is fair enough. Still though, he could have had a better performance. Cody was obviously the favourite going into this year's Rumble. With everyone else embroiled in their own rivalries, the stage was set for the American Nightmare to punch his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. However, he had one stumbling block in his way in the form of Seth Rollins. Rollins had not forgiven Rhodes for outshining him at both WrestleMania and Hell in a Cell, so it was no surprise when the two squared off again. This created doubt as to whether Rhodes would actually win the Rumble or go on to rematch Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. That doubt was quickly put to rest when Logan Paul shocked the world by eliminating Seth Rollins from the match. The YouTube star was initially met with boos, however as a fan I am excited to see how this one plays out between Paul and Rollins. With Logan taking the heat off Cody, the path is clear for him to go after Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Gunther was still left in the ring, however it was clear that he wasn't going to win the match. However, the Intercontinental Champion proved himself as a worthy contender and solidified himself as a main event star. It's safe to say that he has done a great job of adding prestige to the Intercontinental Championship, and this Rumble has done him many favours. But this was Cody's time, and eliminating the big man proved to the WWE Universe that Rhodes is more than capable of going after the big dog at WrestleMania. Overall, the Rumble was a huge success in my opinion, and the pros far outweigh the cons. As a fan, I believe it has served its role of building some new, fresh storylines heading into the road to WrestleMania. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.